Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. We have 4 new little chicks, all hatched out here on the homestead. I would love to leave them with the hen, but with the other barnyard animals, from my experience, they usually don't make it but a couple of days. As bad as it breaks my heart to take them from their hen mother, I do it anyway to save them. They are so cute. It looks like some of them are going to be roosters. They're really young, really hard to tell at about a week or so old. But if they are roosters, they will be put in a chicken tractor and they will become a chicken dinner. If they are hens, we will keep them for egg production. Of course, they're being little stinkers. They're going to hide behind the water. And if they are hens, they will live out their life free range and be happy chicks and chickens that will produce us many eggs. Some of the girls and the rooster hanging out after a rainy summer storm. They're all hanging out up there in the goat yard with their feathers all ruffled, cleaning, like they're getting ready for something. Chickens are one of the easiest farm animals I'd say you could raise. I find it very easy as long as you have a safe house for them, a chicken coop from predators. Pretty easy to raise them. And if the price of eggs keep going up like they are, it's extremely frugal to have your own chickens, to let them free range, and they'll provide eggs for you and your family. Everybody's looking for bugs. The grass is growing really good. They're free ranging, getting all kind of insects. So on the days like this when they're out all day free ranging, they just get a little bit of feed to get them back in their coop because they've been eating all day. So we don't have much of an insect problem out in the fields. The guineas and the geese and the chickens and ducks pretty much take care of the insects. And if I didn't have my puppy dogs inside my fenced-in yard, I'd probably let some of them hang out in there and take care of some of the insects. Of course, they had to put their 2 cents in. But as I was saying, if I could bring them inside the fenced-in area where the raised beds are, the guineas and probably some of the ducks, they wouldn't mess up your plants. But the geese would definitely eat some of your plants. But at the end of the garden season, it'd be a great way to provide extra nutrition for your flock so that they could come in there and clean up and eat the insects. And then I'll pull up all the leftover plants that didn't produce or that was done producing and feed them to the goats. So it just works really well. When we clean up everything, the animals help us clean it up even further. And then in return, they've eaten something good and healthy. And then we save the manure, put it in compost bins when we clean out the chicken coops in the rabbit hut and the barn. And then it provides us with the best fertilizer you could find. And then we just add that to our raised bed. So everything just works in a cycle. Everything has its purpose here on the homestead. We try not to just have animals that are pets. We do have a few that are just pets, like my mini Rexes. It just looks like they're having a little hen party over there. Just hanging out, talking to each other, cleaning their feathers, ruffling their feathers, cleaning up some of the wet off of them from the wet grass from the rain. They all seem to get along really well. Occasionally the male guinea or the rooster will get a little aggressive with the other ones, but that's pretty much the nature of how it works. So sometimes you have to separate different breeds, different birds. And at night we usually do. The turkeys are usually in their own place, the geese have their own place, and the chickens have their own place. So it works out good. That's the 3 geese that we have. We had one that got injured. Did not survive from his injury. So we're down to 3, which is fine. The geese were just to have around to eat insects and just to listen to them talk and honk. We hadn't planned on using them for meat birds, but we also knew if we had to or needed to, that we had some and that they were available, so that if we needed them, we could definitely use it for that. Now the guineas are a delicacy in Africa. I haven't never eaten guinea. I really just like to have the guineas around to eat all the ticks and insects that are all around the fields. And they also lay really good eggs. They're a lot richer, closer to like a duck egg, but smaller. So they do provide for the homestead as well. Well, thanks for joining me today from the Cozy Cottage Homestead. And thanks to all the new subscribers and the regular subscribers. And thanks for leaving all the friendly comments. I'm really enjoying reading them and emailing some of you and getting to know you better. And I think that's about all for today. Just want to do a little short video on the animals. They were all looking so cute hanging out together. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.